You're working harder than ever, and you're still broke. You're doing everything they told you to do. Stay positive, visualize, affirm, manifest, and nothing is changing. Meanwhile, people who seem to try less have more. And deep down, you're starting to wonder if maybe, just maybe, you're simply not meant for wealth. If that thought has ever crossed your mind, this video is going to change everything for you. But I'm warning you now, what I'm about to share will either set you free or make you extremely uncomfortable. Probably both. Let's start with the hard truth nobody wants to admit. You've been lied to about how manifestation actually works. They sold you the dream. Make a vision board, say affirmations, think happy thoughts, raise your vibration. And you did it. You really tried. Maybe for months, maybe for years. And you're still in the same place. Still anxious about bills, still checking your bank account with that sick feeling in your stomach, still watching everyone else win while you're stuck. Here's why it's not working. You're trying to manifest wealth from a poverty consciousness, and I don't just mean being broke. I mean living in a mental prison you don't even realize you're trapped in. Let me paint the picture. It's 3 in the morning. You're lying in bed, wide awake, heart pounding, mind racing, running calculations like some terrible math equation that never solves. Rent, plus utilities, plus credit card minimums, plus groceries. And no matter how you add it up, the numbers don't work. There's always more going out than coming in, and that knot in your chest just gets tighter. Or maybe it's standing in the grocery store, watching items get scanned, watching that total climb higher and higher, and you're doing mental math, hoping, praying your card doesn't get declined. That specific shame, that burning embarrassment, smiling at the cashier like everything's fine, while inside you're falling apart. Or scrolling through social media at night. Everyone's posting their highlight reel, new business, new car, beach vacation, and you're genuinely happy for them, you are. But there's this voice, this quiet, bitter voice whispering, "Why not me? What am I doing wrong? Why does the universe bless everyone except me?" That feeling right there, that's poverty consciousness. And here's the part that stings. You created it. Not intentionally, not consciously, but thought by thought, word by word, belief by belief. You built this reality. And the worst part, you reinforce it every single day without even knowing it. Watch what you say when you see something you want. "I can't afford that. That's way too expensive. Must be nice to have that kind of money. Maybe someday when I'm rich. I wish, but I just don't have it right now." Every single one of those phrases is a declaration to the universe. You're literally programming your reality with lack. You're telling the quantum field, "I am a person defined by limitation. I am separate from abundance. Wealth is not for people like me." And the universe, it doesn't argue with you. It doesn't judge you. It simply mirrors back exactly what you're putting out. You declare, "I'm broke." Reality says, "Absolutely. Here's more broke." You say, "Money is hard to make." Reality says, "You got it. Let me make it even harder." You believe rich people are just lucky. Reality says, "Cool. Well, you're not lucky, so no money for you." This is the trap 99% of people fall into. They're saying affirmations like, "I am wealthy," "I am abundant," "I am a money magnet." But underneath those words, deep in their actual consciousness, they still believe, "I'm the person things don't work out for. I'm not one of the lucky ones. Good things happen to other people, not me." And you cannot, I repeat, you cannot affirm your way out of an identity you're still living in. Affirmations without an actual shift in consciousness are just empty words, noise with no power behind it. So what's the real shift? How do you actually go from poverty consciousness to millionaire consciousness? Not in some theoretical, spiritual bypassing way, but in a real, practical, this actually changes your life way. First, understand what consciousness really means. It's not what you think about sometimes. It's what you assume to be true about yourself at the deepest level. It's your identity, your operating system. A person with poverty consciousness assumes money is scarce and hard to get. I have to struggle and sacrifice for every dollar. Wealth is for other people, not someone like me. I'm always one emergency away from financial disaster. If I spend money, there won't be more coming. A person with millionaire consciousness assumes money flows to me easily and naturally. I create massive value, so wealth finds me. Financial abundance is my normal state. Opportunities are everywhere. I just have to notice them. When I invest in myself, I always get a return. These aren't just different thoughts. These are completely different identities, different operating systems. And here's the mind-blowing part. You can choose millionaire consciousness right now, this second, even if you have $23 in your bank account, even if you just got hit with an overdraft fee, even if your car just broke down and you don't know how you'll pay for it. Your consciousness is not determined by your current circumstances. Your current circumstances are determined by your past consciousness, which means when you shift your consciousness now, your circumstances have no choice but to shift in the future. Let me prove something to you right now. You have a body that breathes automatically, a heart that's been beating perfectly since before you were even born, eyes that process millions of bits of information every second, a brain more powerful than any supercomputer. If you had to buy these things, what would they cost? 10 billion? 100 billion? Every billionaire on Earth couldn't afford to purchase what you already own. You are already incomprehensibly wealthy, but poverty consciousness has trained you to focus on the $23 you don't have instead of the trillion-dollar miracle you're walking around in. That right there is the first shift, from lack focus to abundance awareness. But awareness alone isn't enough. You have to embody it, live it, breathe it. And this is where most people completely fail. They understand the concept intellectually, but they don't change their actual behavior. So here's what you do, starting immediately. You become a detective of your own poverty programming. You catch yourself every single time you speak lack into existence. I can't afford that becomes, I'm choosing to direct my resources elsewhere right now. That's too expensive becomes, that's not aligned with my priorities at this time. I'm so broke becomes, I'm in a temporary cash flow adjustment while building long-term wealth. Feel the energetic difference? One is victim language, powerless, at the mercy of life. The other is creator language, sovereign, directing your reality. Second shift, stop waiting for permission to embody your wealthy self. I'm not telling you to go rack up credit card debt buying things you don't need. I'm telling you to carry yourself differently, right now, today. Walk into any room like you belong there. Speak with the quiet confidence of someone who knows their value. Look at luxury, and instead of feeling bitter or unworthy, think, that's for me too. I'm just choosing differently right now, but it's absolutely available to me. I started doing something that completely rewired my relationship with wealth. I would walk into 5-star hotel lobbies, not to book a room, just to sit in the lounge, to feel that energy. And the first few times, I felt like a fraud, like security was going to escort me out. Imposter syndrome screaming in my head. But I kept doing it, and something incredible happened. My nervous system started accepting wealth as normal. Not scary, not for other people, normal. My baseline shifted, and when your baseline shifts, your entire reality reorganizes around it. Third shift, and this is the secret most manifestation teachers get completely wrong. You have to feel wealthy before you see the wealth. Not visualize to get, visualize to become. Every single night, right before you fall asleep, when your subconscious mind is wide open and programmable, you immerse yourself in the feeling of financial freedom. Not the fantasy of mansions and Lamborghinis, the peace, the calm, the simple, quiet knowing that you're okay. Imagine waking up tomorrow with no money anxiety, none, checking your bank account and feeling neutral, calm, paying a bill without that spike of stress, buying groceries without mental calculation, making decisions from freedom instead of fear. You sink into that feeling. You breathe it in. You fall asleep wrapped in it, not wanting it, not hoping for it, being it. And your subconscious mind, which controls 95% of your behavior in reality, starts reprogramming everything to match that state. This is exactly how I went from constant financial panic to my first major breakthrough. I stopped begging for money and started assuming I was already the type of person who has it. And within 3 weeks, an opportunity appeared out of nowhere. Or maybe it was always there and I just couldn't see it through the filter of my poverty consciousness. Now let's go even deeper, because this isn't just psychology. This is spiritual truth. You are not separate from the source of all abundance. You didn't arrive in this universe as some beggar hoping for scraps from a stingy cosmos. You emerged from infinite intelligence, the same creative force that manifests entire galaxies without effort. Oceans, mountains, billions of trees, all of it, abundance pouring forth effortlessly. And you are made of that. You are not separate from it. You are an expression of it. Which means abundance isn't something you need to chase or earn or deserve. It's your fundamental nature. It's what you are. But you've been programmed to forget. Programmed by parents who struggled and taught you money is hard. Programmed by society that says you need the right degree, the right connections, the right luck. Programmed maybe by religion that told you poverty is noble and wanting wealth is sinful. All lies, all conditioning designed to keep you small and manageable. The truth is, you are a creator, not a victim of circumstances, not a beggar waiting for handouts, a powerful, limitless creator who temporarily forgot what they are. And the instant you remember, everything changes. So here's what I want you to do. For the next 7 days, live as if you already have millionaire consciousness. Not fake it till you make it. Embody it. Be it. Change your language. Catch every phrase of lack and reframe it to power. Change how you walk, shoulders back, head high. Change how you see expensive things, not with longing or bitterness, but with calm knowing. That's available to me. Change how you feel about your future. Don't hope, don't wish, assume. No, it's already done. You're just watching the physical reality catch up to the energetic truth. And then watch. Watch how differently people respond to you. Watch how opportunities start appearing. Watch how money starts flowing from unexpected directions. Not because you manipulated the universe, but because you finally tuned in to the frequency that was broadcasting abundance all along. You are not broken. You are not cursed. You are not the exception to universal laws. You've just been running the wrong program. And starting right now, today, this moment, you're installing a new one. Millionaire consciousness. Not when you get the money, not when circumstances change. Now. Because that wealthy version of you isn't waiting in some distant future. It exists right now as an available identity. A choice, a decision you make about who you are. So decide, assume it, step into it, and watch reality bend. If something shifted for you watching this, if you felt that spark of recognition, do me a favor, share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Drop a comment telling me what your biggest money block has been, and subscribe because I'm bringing you more truth about manifestation, consciousness, and creating the life you actually want. Your abundant life isn't coming someday, it's here, right now. You've just been looking at it through broke-colored glasses. Time to take them off. See you in the next video. Now go step into your millionaire consciousness.